Hey everybody, I'm Kris. If you haven't heard of Photive, I have a feeling that's about to change. Earlier this year, they released two pairs of headphones, the BTH3s and the BTX6s, that were very warmly received by listeners everywhere, so we just had to check them out. We're starting with the BTH3s first. Opening up the box, the first and only thing you'll see is the included hard shell case. For everything else, open it up. Here you'll find the BTH3 headphones themselves, the manual, the USB charging cable, and a 3.5mm audio cable. Between the BTX6 and these, this is the cheaper of the two, so as you might imagine, these don't look quite as flashy. This certainly isn't an ugly pair of headphones, they're just on the unassuming side. On the plus side, they're slimmer, lighter, and not nearly as weird looking. The BTH3s are a fairly comfortable pair of headphones. While they might not have as much padding in the ear cups as the BTX6s, the fact that they're lighter means that all that padding isn't as necessary. You'll certainly notice you're wearing them, but they don't get irritated to wear after a while. While these are very adjustable, which makes for a great fit, they aren't collapsible. Luckily, they come with a hard shell case, which we're thrilled to see included at this price range. Bluetooth connectivity is simple and easy to set up with the BTH3s, even if they don't have the voice prompts that the BTX6s do. Turn them on and they'll automatically start pairing, then just connect from the device of your choice. Of course, if you want to use them without Bluetooth, you can just use the included 3.5mm audio cable to connect them the old-fashioned way. Unlike a lot of current Bluetooth headphones, the Photive BTH3s are just loaded with buttons. On the left cup, you've got the play/pause button, as well as dedicated buttons for skipping forward and back. On the right side, you've got the power button and dedicated volume buttons. It might be a little weird to get used to, but I liked having dedicated buttons for everything. Photive claims a battery life of around 12 hours for the BTH3s, which is a little more than the BTX6s. During my testing, I logged around 11 hours of listening before I plugged them in via the included USB cable to charge. Charge time was fairly quick. I know I hadn't fully killed the battery, but it was still nice to see that they charged in less than 2 hours. Toss the USB cable in the travel case and keep it with you, and you'll never be without your tunes. In testing the Photive BTH3s, I mainly listen via Bluetooth on my Moto X to audio and MP3s, since most people will be listening this way. But to test fidelity, I also plugged in the 3.5mm audio cable and listened to FLAC lossless audio and CDs via a high-quality audio interface. I listened to a ton of different music, plus podcasts and audiobooks. For a playlist of a few of the many songs I listened to while testing, check the video description. While the BTX6s focus on big-time bass, this pair of headphones seems to go for a more balanced sound profile. That isn't to say there isn't any bass here, it just isn't boosted or overemphasized. Moving into the mid-range, there's a slight bump around 1K that gives a slight boost to vocals, but isn't boosted enough to produce any boxiness. The highs aren't harsh, but on some music, I found there was a bit of a sizzle in the high end. This only happened on a few songs, but it's worth mentioning. Soundstage is fairly decent for closed-back headphones, and overall sound quality is impressive for this price range. Sound leakage is definitely more of an issue with these than the BTX6s, so if that's a problem for you, you might want to look elsewhere. Let me just say, for the asking price of $50, this is a pretty impressive pair of headphones. No, they're not as bass-heavy as the BTX6s, and they're not quite as cushiony, but they're lighter, more adjustable, and they generally sound better. Are there better headphones out there? Sure. In this price range, that list gets a whole lot smaller. We're giving the Photive BTH3s an 8.2 out of 10. And that's it for this one, folks. If you want some more detail, check out the written review over at SoundGuys.com. If you've got a question, ask away at forums.soundguys.com. We'll have links to both down in the video description. If you're looking for more awesome audio stuff, why not subscribe to SoundGuys? Clicky. I'm Kris. Thanks for watching.